difficulty, but we made it, right, Shane? We always do.
Mm.
So Shane's joining me all the way from.
Ireland.
Yeah, that's right. You say it better than me. And I'm coming in from Canada. And we're coming live right here in my Facebook group, Intuitive Angel Messages. So if you ever feel like you want to come and join a large group of high vibrational beings of light and love, come on over, because Facebook's great for that. We have a lot of high vibrational groups to participate in. Today we're going to talk about how you can communicate with spirit. And I'm really excited to talk about this topic. Shane, you came and took the Mediumship for Beginners course with me and all the other mediums in September. And did you even know you could communicate with spirit before before the course even started?
As I said before, I didn't even know what channeling was
Yeah.
until I met you about half a year ago, and then I started learning more about channeling, and I didn't think that I had any abilities with channeling. I
Yeah.
just felt a kind of a push to do the course,
Mhm.
and I'm so glad I did. It
Yeah.
was a pretty incredible experience.
Well, and did you find that it's not just about channeling when you took the course? It's so much more than that. Like there was a time, yeah, go ahead. Tell me, like, what did you experience energetically when you were taking the course?
Straight away, it's the healing that I received from it started to be just before the course,
Yeah,
and I started feeling um, just I could feel a lot coming up again, and then the healing started. So
yeah,
it's not just the course; it's the whole healing process that I felt going through the course,
yeah.
which was incredible. Um, so even just being on the course, and if you're not participating as much, you're still getting the healing, which is amazing, really.
Yeah. You know what's interesting is this will be the sixth time that I'm going to be running this course, coming in January 15th to the 30th. And I have my website there up on the screen. So if anybody would like to come and read more, you can click on services and read more about the Mediumship for Beginners course. But what I started to realize probably about the third month in is that the high vibrational frequency was starting to shed layers of the people who had joined the course, just removing any density, old belief patterns, old thought patterns, all that entrenched stuff that we have going on. And even depending on where a person is, maybe it's just helping to lift them up and helping them to just feel lighter. And I mean, there was a time, I think it was about halfway point in the mediumship course where I had at least 10 people messaging me and saying, I'm bursting into tears and I don't know why. And I said, well, it's a lot of, heavier frequency that is being lifted from you.
I
And
was as
yeah,
well. Who messaged you
yeah,
and was concerned
yeah,
about.
everybody was. Yeah. But I was like, oh, this has happened before. This is normal. And of course, to double check, of course, I tune into spirit and they're just chuckling. They know exactly what they're doing. High vibrational frequency is helping each of the students, um, you know, lift up and out that which is no longer needed anymore. And it really does help to lift and raise you vibrationally so that you're able to communicate with these high vibrational energies even more easily. So that's what they're doing. They're removing that which is no longer needed in order to make that pathway more smooth and easier to communicate with them. Isn't that cool? I just thought that was really cool. So, what are some of the changes that you've noticed with yourself in all areas, any area, before the course and after the course? Huge, huge, isn't it?
Yeah, this whole year has been huge,
Yeah,
but it really kicked off
yeah,
just before the course. And it's also it's not just learning about the channeling. It's about
Yeah.
how to raise your vibration and take care of your body and the
Mm.
diet and also Jean talks about crystals
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
in general just how to heal, like how all the different things we can do to heal, and as you said, to raise your vibration so you can communicate with spirit.
Yeah.
So it's not just about channeling the course, which I loved. Is the whole broad perspective
Yeah.
of the course incredible?
Yeah, it was cool because everybody thought, oh, we're just going to come in here and use some angel cards and we're going to learn how to chat with our angels. But it's so much more than that. And like you said, it's about your energy, your frequency, your diet, healing. It's about picking up on yes and no responses in the body. It's also about sensing energy, what energy is around you and what it feels like, and how to allow the angels to choose the angel cards through your hand rather than shuffling and one pops out. And you can do it that way. But you know me, I think it's like I'm an indigo. So I really want to make sure that I know that my angelic team is the one choosing these angel cards. So it was really important for me over the years learning from them. They were teaching me a lot. So it's really cool to bring that to the forefront in this mediumship course. It's really exciting. Um, did you notice like a pretty big energy shift within yourself, like right when you started in with the course, and then by the time you left the course, what was the difference there?
Yeah, you. I was on a high after the course. Um,
So was
when
I.
you leave the course, I was on a total high.
Yeah.
Um, and I think the other thing is as well is leaving, just being able to know how to use the angel cards was amazing and really great fun for
Hmm.
practicing everyone doing the angel cards, because you can get a lot of help which throughout the day or your week just by using the cards.
Yeah. Love
And
them.
I still do think probably still a lot of people on the course do as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Because some people are like, well, I can't communicate with spirit. But the beautiful thing is, spirit's constantly trying to communicate with you. And so the course will show you these subtle ways that maybe you weren't aware of, that how spirit's trying to communicate with you. And one of those ways is through a deck of angel cards, which is very high vibrational and heart centered. And the whole course is super heart centered. And I learned a lot from each of you during the course as well. I just was like amazed at how high vibrational and wonderful it was. And it's not only that you guys are practicing with each other or on each other, but everybody is receiving, constant channeled messages for them. So it's like 2 weeks of having regular, constant channeled messages for yourself, whether through the cards, practicing with yes and no responses, sensing energy. I just think it's brilliant. Have you
and
noticed? Yeah, sorry.
the thing is just being able to get channel messages for yourself through all the mediums that are on the course as well
Yeah,
is huge. It's really huge. Like it
yeah,
really changes a lot of things when you do get the readings, and it gives you things that open up that you never knew about before. I didn't know anything about crystals before either
oh,
until
cool.
someone was talking about them on the course.
Yeah,
So it opens up a lot of new things as well.
yeah. It's interesting, like, um, just the amount of people that want to step forward and help and guide each other through the course, and the support. When you feel alone in life, it's not too much fun. It's not enjoyable, and you think, okay, well, this is how it is, and I'll just make it through and I'll muddle through. But when you can participate online and take an online course and join other high vibrational people and get that support and love and light from them, and the high vibrational angels, ascended masters. Um, Even Ursula's husband had come through as well. So other souls are stepping forward because they know that this is an opportunity to get through. So they jump at that chance. They know what's happening. They all know what's happening. There's nothing they don't know. And it's brilliant that bare minimum you can walk down the path of your life and you'll have the bare minimum of how to connect and communicate with your team. You may not walk out of there like completely clairvoyant, but you started the path and you've had a lot of layers shed from you that are no longer needed, and you will be able to walk forward and not feel alone and definitely feel supported. And how cool is it that you made so many connections and friends since the course? And
Yeah,
now,
a
like,
huge.
yeah, yeah, it's
uh,
amazing, isn't it?
but, and it's great that Ursula set up her Facebook page
Yeah,
where we can see practice even after the course.
yeah,
Um,
brilliant.
just the wealth of information you get from the course,
Mhm.
and then being able to practice it after,
And
is a
keep in,
wonderful.
yeah, yeah, and keep in touch with each other. And
Yes,
be able to talk with each other about whatever you feel like you would like to talk about, what's going on in your life or energetically. We have all of these this high vibrational frequency coming in on the planet, and being able to talk with each other about, what's happening and how you're feeling, and just get that support from one another. It's brilliant. I love it. Have you had any like
not just about
experiences?
channeling,
Pardon?
not just about the channeling, about as you're talking about feeling the waves and uh,
Mhm.
what's happening energetically, is great just to be able to go on the group and to see that others are also feeling that way too is great. It's a huge relief when you do.
And it's that knowing you're not alone. That's the biggest thing for me, because I went quite a few number of years on my own. It's just so important to bring everybody together online and show that love and show that support for one another. I really think that that's just crucially important in life. And we all know that stage we go through when you're first awakening. You kind of feel more like a hermit. You're just at home. You're watching YouTube videos. You don't really feel like socializing or interacting with many people, and that can go on for a year or so. But you can definitely interact with a lot of people in this high vibrational course, and you can do it at your own pace. You don't have to be a pro. Or if you feel like you're a pro and you want to come and learn some new tips and tricks that I've been shown over the years, then I'm all about it too. So have you noticed any experiences, any spiritual type experiences since taking the course? Like, have you?
Uh,
Okay, go ahead.
I feel so. I'm still practicing the cards, so I'm feeling a lot more confident in choosing the cards, where I can feel the energy really coming through my hand now. Uh, with the channeling, I still feel that I'm very much at early stages of the channeling
Yeah.
compared to others on the group. Like like others were picking it up straight away, which was amazing to see. And I think that's the thing where it's okay if you don't pick it up straight
Oh,
away, like me and a few others who felt like they weren't keeping up with the others,
yeah.
and that the time will come where I will be, but at least I know how to practice now and how to the tools to use to actually move in that direction of being able to channel.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. When in the beginning with me, I was using the cards, and I'm like, how am I supposed to use these cards? Like, who's going to choose the cards? And then that's when I started to realize, oh, the angels are funneling their energy down my arm into my finger. And at first, it's like a tingling or a warmth or a heat, and then it turns into, as you're practicing, them just pushing your finger down to the cards in which they would like you to choose. And it's really cool to see that you can do that. And then, you know, um, you can't go wrong with a super high vibrational deck of angel cards. I mean, they're just brilliant. And then I didn't get it right away either. It took years of practicing, but back then the energy was so slow and heavier. Like, let me tell you, nowadays, this is the cakewalk time, if you ask me, in comparison to when I was practicing. But it just takes practice and time. And also, I was going through some heavier health issues at the time. So once those all kind of sorted themselves out, I was much lighter, and it just became easier and more fluid. So everybody's going to go at their own pace and at their own time, and you can't push that or make it happen sooner than it's meant to. One other question I wanted to ask was, what made you interested in even taking this path? Like, what was there a curiosity or?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think it was after I met you, I heard about your course, and I just felt a huge draw to go and do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't quite understand what was on the course, but I definitely felt a huge pull to do it. I
Yeah.
think that's really important. If you do feel like if you
Yeah.
do feel pulled to do it, you should do it.
I really feel that way too. You know, if you don't feel a pull, don't do it. Don't watch that material. Don't take that course. Don't watch that movie. Don't watch that TV program. Don't hang out with that person. You know, but if you're feeling like it's constantly popping in your head and you're feeling that pull, pay attention and
Yeah.
move in that direction. Um, so since, when you started taking the course, and you started to see everybody was starting to like step up, and like the cards that were being chosen were so there was just such a pattern between everyone choosing the cards in the beginning. Did you notice that? I was chuckling like really good. Like,
Yeah, and at the very beginning of the course, when people first come on live, to watch the confidence grow within, I think it was in 2 days, everyone was very confident in their cards. And some of the, also you get readings from the other students, and they're very, very accurate, even on the early,
yeah,
even within the first few days.
they were
I was,
surprised too. And you know what? You don't have to go live, but just going live is so huge. It's like it's such a confidence builder. It just makes you feel like you're doing it. You're on camera, just that alone. I always say this, and I'll always say this. You don't have to always get it right in the beginning. You just need to practice. That's it. Nobody got on a bike and knew how to ride it right out the gate, unless you were really special and athletic. Maybe you did. But, you learn and grow as you progress and practice. So, yeah, this is a great question that I have. What part of yourself did you uncover within yourself uh, during the course? Like, what was it within you that you didn't even realize that you had?
oh, so much. Oh, there's so much. I it I think it only starts after, once you finish the course. For me, I realized um, how much healing that I still have to do,
Mhm.
um, from all the readings and meeting the other students. You just get a real sense of, okay, right, I know what to do, and I know how much I have to do.
Mhm.
So for me, it really began then after the course, where I felt a huge urge to stay doing the inner work, and just listening to the guidance more, or spending more time where not being so busy, and just learning to listen to the guidance, which is usually from the heart, and it points you in each direction. And even learning that after the course is huge, because it really is, it brings you to the right places and the right people.
You're
And I
really.
met just so many wonderful places and people straight after the course, actually.
Mhm. Yeah, isn't that the truth? When you start to hone inward, you start to shift vibrationally, and then you start to move in a different direction in life. You start to move towards, higher vibrational situations, people, experiences, maybe locations, jobs. It's huge because it is the law of attraction. It is what you are attracting in and what you are manifesting. Uh, I'm seeing hi, Shane and Kristin. um, and the last question I'll ask is, did you find that the course really taught you a lot more about yourself and how to be more aware of your thoughts and feelings?
Yes, I think that was the biggest thing about the course.
Yeah.
Learning to pull yourself back into the body,
Mhm.
um, and to live from in your body was one of the biggest things. I
Yeah.
was aware of it before, but it really hit home after the course that, you know, especially because the channeling is only one part for me of the healing journey. So when you really start to live in your body, which I really struggled with before,
Mhm.
um, things definitely go a lot smoother and a lot easier.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ways.
did
Yeah. I was like that too. I was like that too. I'm just a little bit older than you. So my whole thing was going out partying and drinking. I wasn't in my body. I didn't want to be in my body. Are you kidding me? Why would I want to be in this heavier frequency? So now I'm creating my own frequency. Now I'm creating my own vibrational frequency that is higher in vibration. And it's interesting because people are like, ooh, inner work, why would I want to do that? It's so hard. I don't want to go inwards. I don't want to focus on all that. But really, it's just bringing that stillness and that awareness to the thoughts and emotions that you're having and handing off the ones you don't want, grounding outside in nature, Epsom salt bath, rose quartz on your lap. All those things help you ground, slowing down, creating more stillness, creating more rest and relaxation in your life. I mean, inner work to me is enjoyable. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna turn the Himalayan salt lamp on. I'm gonna put some crystals on me. I'm gonna chill out. So, and then maybe I'll break out my deck of angel cards a little later on today and talk with my angels. However, when I do that, now they're like, you don't need to use the cards. Who would have thought I'd get in trouble for using my angel deck? That'll be you too in the future, You don't see it. You don't think it'll happen, but you just progress on this path and then inevitably you get there. And one morning you wake up and you're like, I'm here. I'm here. So does anybody have any questions for myself or Shane at this time? I'm just gonna see the comments because I see you're all watching. You're all saying hi and hello. Isn't that cool? Oh, you guys are great. I'll just leave it open. If anybody has any questions, they can go ahead and ask any questions they'd like. Um, I'll just let everybody know the next Mediumship for Beginners course is coming January 15th to the 30th, and it's only $125. And if you want to come and join us, my website's right there. And you can check it out under services. But, it's 2 weeks of, uh, that internal time, that special time with high vibrational people and other mediums, and you get to connect with each other. And the beauty is you get to work around your own schedule and your own time zone. So I love to schedule things out throughout the day so you can catch up on it afterwards, or you can be there and participate in person. How did you find that when you were in the course? Did you find it difficult to participate when we were going live, or did you find that you could kind of get the ones when you were available in your time zone?
Yeah, I think you can always get the ones in your time zone.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the way you set the course up, Kristin, you can always go live when, because I know a lot of people work as well, and literally when your morning is my nighttime. So um, the way you guys had it, I could pretty much always participate in them.
And then
Um,
recorded material too. You could just kind of catch that whenever you're available to do so. Um, Here is a question. How did mirror work help you? Someone,
very difficult to start.
yeah,
Very,
it sure
very,
is. How did it uncomfortable?
yeah.
I'm looking in
Uh,
the mirror, looking myself in the eyes and saying, I love you out loud, repeatedly.
it is difficult, but it does make a huge difference. Um, and I think usually what happens is I will get into a good habit of doing it. I'll stop for a while, and then I'll have to pick it up again and continue doing it again. But just knowing that it does work, the next time you come around to doing it, you've confidence that, okay,
Yeah.
I know this works and I can do it now. So
It gets easier in time. At first, it's like super uncomfortable. You're like squirming. Like
mm,
I was totally squirming. I was like, this is a whole new thing I'm doing here, and it's pretty direct, and I'm looking myself in the eye. But then it gets more and more comfortable, and then you start to feel it. You start to actually feel it, and know it. And then you start to, your whole experience starts to change. Things start to soften. Things start to get easier. Um, okay. If you think about the course, just do it. Okay. Oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. If you're thinking, so Madeline is saying, if you are thinking about taking this course, just do it. You will
yeah,
get, yeah,
yeah,
a big boost forward, she says. So you're
yeah.
just going to
And
catapult
even
yourself.
not participating, you're still, if anything, you're receiving a lot of healing. So it is definitely worth just doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Poppy saying, I'm really interested in the course. I don't see or hear, but I kind of feel spirit. So did I. That's exactly where I was. And feel what they want to say. Does that make sense? It sure does. It's called clairsentience. So it's that you know what I mean, when you're about to make poor decisions in life. And your spiritual team's like, don't do it. And you can feel it in your body, but you're ignoring them. You know that feeling when you get that pull or that rush and that energetic surge in a certain direction. You can feel it through your heart chakra. You can feel it through your solar chakra, in your stomach and your chest. So we just amplify that even further in the course and make that even more, so you can really get it. And then we focus in on, claircognizance and clairvoyance and clairaudience, and you just step off and test the waters in a safe space online. Yeah. So that's, I think that everybody has at least two strong clairs out of the four. And in the beginning, I was clairsentience and claircognizance. That's what I was. I wasn't clairaudient and clairvoyant. But that comes with practice. Oh, yeah. Here's a great question. Do you speak with your angels more after the course, Shane? And how is sensing energy going for you? Um,
Get
yeah.
more guidance. Um, Definitely from my team, and
Mhm.
I'm still learning about how I personally communicate with them,
Mhm.
um, and just asking them to come in more and help even more. Um, so definitely, yeah, yeah. And well, first of all, you get to know the names of your spirit team and who is in your spirit team from talking with Christian and the other mediums, and you can go from there and begin to feel who's helping you.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. And it will catapult you in life. That's my opinion. I think a lot of people were quite surprised and shocked, just how many changes were unfolding within them. and what they were learning. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining me. And so, how can we communicate with spirit? Oh my goodness, like in so many ways. Feeling, sensing, knowing, information will just pop into your mind and you're like, where'd that come from? It wasn't me. It wasn't my thought. It wasn't my idea. Where'd that come from? But it was a great idea. I think clairvoyance is there. You get images. You'll get all sorts of things that may just arise visually in your mind. You might see glimmer trails, the glimmer trail of your angels coming in behind them. Or you get like energy moving. Usually it starts out in your peripheral rather than directly straight in front of you, but you'll get light flashes, orbs. It's pretty cool. Orbs actually says it really becomes a way of life. Yeah, it really does. I mean, you're not alone here, and it makes sense to at least know who's with you and what are they doing with you and how are they helping you. And I think that is huge in life.
Yeah, knowing that you're not alone and that there is beings trying to help you is really nice. Yeah.
Beings in a body and beings not in a body. So all the people you meet in a body and become friends with, and all the beings here that are high vibrational here supporting you and loving you and cherishing you. I think that's beautiful. Well, thank you all the way from Ireland. I
Thank you.
thank you. And I want to say have a wonderful Monday, everyone, and we will see you online again very soon. Bye.
Bye bye.